Hey Kyle, Matt Mayoko here. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Matt. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. Well, the last time we talked to you, you seemed to have, the emotions kind of caught up to you. Looking back on that, did it surprise you that you were as emotional as you were? And also, did the New York Jets, were they involved in this? Kind of speak to that about just the emotions of returning to the 49ers.
Yeah, those emotions were definitely real. And I can't say that I'm surprised, just because I just feel so connected to this organization. And I feel like I'm such a part of it, that when the realization and the possibility of leaving here came on the table, it definitely hit home. It pulled on my heartstrings, and I knew it was something that I didn't necessarily want to do, but it was a possibility. Like I went into this free agency with an open mind and knowing that I really could end up anywhere. So yeah, it was all real, and I'm not totally surprised. As far as the New York Jets go, I mean, I signed before free agency started, so I didn't really talk to anybody. So so I can't really speak too much on that. I just know that I'm happy to land up where I did.
Sorry, one more Jets related question. I know that you didn't really talk to anybody, but you know that obviously where they operate out of in New Jersey, and I know that your wife's family is from Long Island, and you guys have a house out there. I mean, did the proximity was that sort of a pull that you had to sort of contemplate that this would be a good spot for my family for the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, it definitely was. I'll be honest. But it wasn't just the Jets. It really was the whole East Coast and just anything closer to family. My side of the family is from Cleveland. My wife's side is from Long Island. And so just anything closer was just going to be easier. But, I've spoken openly that that wasn't the only factor into where I wanted to play. That was one of the few factors, was location. But familiarity with the system, comfortability, being on a team that can contend, a team that's ready to win, and a team that was going to give me a good offer, and that I could play for the right amount of money that I wanted to. So the Niners didn't check the box of being on the East Coast, but they definitely checked the box everywhere else.
Kyle, I want to get to the hard-hitting journalism that needs to be done here. Can you take us through the FaceTime call that you received on Saturday night, and please spare no details?
I feel like I'm gonna have to spare a few details, but I got some FaceTime. I got a couple. I talked with Kyle and his wife, and they were just very congratulatory. We didn't have the deal finished yet, but it was basically in place. We just had a few details that we had to wrap up, but it wasn't anything that was going to keep us from getting the deal done. So we celebrated a little early. They were very stoked. I was stoked, and then I got a call from John, and same thing. He was with everybody else. They was at Jed York's 40th birthday party. So phone got passed around. A lot of congratulations, a lot of cheers, and all those sort of things. But I guess I'll just kind of leave it at that. It was all good, fun things, and it was honestly, it's so cool to be a part of that, and like to get FaceTimes from your owner and your GM and your head coach, and speak with their families and be comfortable. Like it's like I'm speaking with my own family. It's not one of those awkward conversations that's just yes sir, we're gonna do great, sir. It's just real conversations and real genuine joy, and that's why I feel so connected to this program.
Hey, Kyle, it's Cam Inman here. When you talk about the 49ers are ready to win, you re-signed Trent Williams today. A couple other pieces have come into play, and obviously everybody's healthying up this offseason. How does this feel kind of compared to, I guess, 2 years ago when you guys were getting ready for a Super Bowl run? And how legitimate is that?
Yeah, I woke up this morning feeling like Christmas, man. We got Trent Williams, and I don't know if it's official yet, but I'm hearing that Alex Mack is supposed to come in, and it feels awesome, man. And I do feel like we are ready to win. I feel like we are healthy. We have added players. We have kept players. We've gained experience over the past couple of years, and I think all arrows are trending up for us. The difference from this year and 2 years ago is 2 years ago we hadn't really proved it yet. We all believed it. We had shown glimpses of it, but we hadn't really, put it all together. And now I feel like we've done it. We've been through it. We've won 13 games in a regular season. And so we know how that feels. We know it's possible. And majority of those guys are going to be here to try and do it again. And we got some, good, fresh new faces for the guys that aren't here to step in. So, I just feel like we're in great position to return to where we were at 2 years ago.
Hey, Kyle, congratulations. And
Thank
what does
you.
it mean for the offense to have Trent Williams, you, and potentially Alex Mack back?
Man, it means everything. I think the continuity of having the guys back that have played with each other. And Alex has played in Kyle's system, so he's very familiar. And I played with him in the Pro Bowl, and I know just getting to know him, what an awesome guy he was, and also just seeing kind of his football smarts and being able to talk to him and talk about Kyle and his offense and that kind of thing. But I mean, those are all guys that like Trent's a game changer, man. He's somebody that teams have to scheme around. They have to change what they're doing because he's out there, and he's a guy that we can just completely count on and know that he's going to get his job done and then some. And there's no amount of money. You can't pay too much for a guy like that. Those are guys that really make a difference and put you over the top and put you into that championship caliber, and not just a good team, but a great team.
Hey, Kyle, who was the least sober member of the Jed York's birthday party?
I can't throw anybody under the bus.
All right. I have my suspicions. And also, you can't use what he did to Jordan Hicks, I guess, in week 1 last year. But, when you say, why is Trent Williams so good or such a, just such a elite player? Is there a snap or a moment that comes to mind last year that said, wow, that's just different. Not many people can do what he just did.
I mean, definitely that play in Arizona. But honestly, it's just his ability. And it's not just, these highlight plays. It's just on regular plays when you see his ability to move another man. Like a lot of times, I would say most people, when you're blocking somebody, it's pretty much a stalemate, or maybe you're moving them back a foot or two. This guy's actually moving defensive linemen, into the laps of linebackers, back into the secondary. And that's just something that just doesn't really happen in the NFL. You see crazy highlights of that of high school kids or college players, but we're all professionals. And for him to be able to just manhandle people like that, it's just something so special and something you're not going to see anywhere else.
Hey, Kyle, I know you listed off the reasons why you wanted to come back, but why did you not? Why'd you do it early before the start of the negotiating window? And I guess that would signal that you just really wanted to come back, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I had a number in mind of if we could just reach that number, if San Francisco could reach that number, I would be happy, and I want to come back and not even delay the process. I was, somewhat interested in seeing what my number would be out there on the market. But at the end of the day, I found a number that I was happy with, comfortable with. And honestly, there's no better fit in the league for me than in San Francisco. Just to be completely honest, Kyle is just the perfect, he put together the perfect system for me to play in, and for me to go anywhere else and, have to uproot my life, really, sell my house in California, find a new spot, have all new teammates, begin the whole process over again. This late in my career, there was a certain part of me that didn't really want to do that. And so if I could get that number I was happy with in San Francisco, I was just going to roll with it and just continue in a place that I'm so happy to be in.
Hey, Kyle, I guess extending on that, I noticed in one of the videos that you posted, Mike McDaniel FaceTimed you, congratulated you. How big of an influence is your relationship with him on the fact that you're so comfortable with the 49ers offense? And what do you see as far as his role? I know he got promoted this year. So do you think that's going to have any positive effects on how things are called and how you're integrated?
Yeah, big time. I'm so happy for Mike and his promotion to OC. He absolutely deserves it. I don't think there's anybody better suited for that role, especially working for Kyle specifically. I feel like those two are just like one mind. They really do think so similarly and are able to complement each other so well. And my relationship with Mike had a huge influence on me coming back. Because I'm extremely comfortable with him. I mean, the guy, he was at my wedding. I saw my wife posted a FaceTime with him. I mean, that's a regular thing, him and I FaceTiming in off season and in season. So I just feel, he's a guy that I can talk to at any time and someone that I just have so much respect for, and just the way he carries himself and, the tremendous job that he does in putting together a game plan every week. And I'm definitely hopeful that having my guy more involved in the passing game might get a few more looks my way. So that'll be something we'll see in the fall.
Hey, Kyle, with everything that went on this last year with COVID and all the changes and the tough season you had, do you find that this offseason you're even more itching to get back on the football field?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely say so. Just because, like you said, the way the season went and how it ended, it just left a bad taste in your mouth. And it's something that the only way to get rid of that taste is to get back on the field and start playing. So that's definitely something that has been driving me already. When I'm in the weight room or on the field running right now, I already have that itch. Honestly, as soon as the season ended, I had that itch. I wanted to start working out and just get right to it. So, hopefully, don't want to wish my summer away, but hopefully it goes quick and we're back on the field and playing soon.
Kyle, so how do you go about recruiting guys right now that maybe want to come in on a one-year prove-it deal? And it's not like you can necessarily go wine and dine these guys. Are you sending charcuterie boards or just FaceTiming them? What are you doing?
I've made some phone calls. I've shot out some texts, and I try to keep it casual, not be overbearing, try to work my way in there, tell them I'm happy with whatever happens. But just so you know, if you were here, you could be that final piece that, puts us over the top. So definitely sent out a few of those. I don't think it was my text to Trent Williams that got him to sign. I think it might have been the 186 million, but I'm going to tell myself that the few text messages that we had might have been the icing on the cake and what got him to finally make his decision.
Hey, Kyle, this is Jason Dumas from Crown 4. You just mentioned when you kind of casually recruiting people in jest that, you mentioned we have a lot of pieces. We can really make some noise. My question is, amongst your teammates, there's still so many pieces from that core group that, made the Super Bowl run. And obviously you guys look forward, not backwards, but are those still conversations among you guys that you are preparing for a season? Like, hey, we still have what it takes. Like, we have the group that can get back there. Let's go out and do it. Yeah,
absolutely. I speak with Kittle regularly, just about how we've got what it takes. And adding a few pieces and everything is no doubt going to help. But even if we don't, we feel like we do have a staff ready, or a squad ready to go that, when healthy, is ready to win a championship.